Hey Jessers! Welcome back to my vlog channel! Okay guys, so I'm gonna do my outfit of the day because I do it every day. So, I'm wearing these jeans that are from Marshalls, I think. Or no, they're from Winners. Yes, they're cute. They only have like rips in the knees kind of area. Super cute. I like how they're kind of like, the rips are kind of like off-centered. These are a little higher than the knee. These are a little under the knee, but they're like close to the knee areas. Super cute. Then I'm wearing this shirt that I love. It's one of my favorites. It's a little bit cropped, but it's not too cropped. I like shirts like this. I used to be okay wearing like super cropped shirts, but now I don't really like super cropped anymore. I don't know why. I just like shirts that are like kind of cropped. If I'm gonna wear crop shirts like this. So cute. And then I have, oh actually this shirt is from Winners. No, Marshalls. And then I have this super cute, cozy, really soft cardigan that's also from Winners. So yeah, my whole outfit's from either Winners or Marshalls because that's usually where I shop. And then I just did my hair like this. You guys can see little braids on both sides. And then the little clips in my hair. Super cute. I love this hairstyle. One of my favorites. And yeah. So, I don't know what I'm doing today. Probably nothing. But I wanted to vlog. Guys, look at that. So pretty. Comment down below if you guys have seen my video decorating for Christmas. Okay. Okay, guys. Don't mind this angle. Well, actually, the angle's not that bad. I'm just sitting on my bed right now. I'm just comfortable sitting on my bed. So what I'm going to be doing, guys, to make this vlog a little more entertaining, I try to find something to do in the vlog to make it more entertaining because I usually don't do stuff during my day. So it's kind of more like an actual like video style, but like vlog in a way because it's not like serious. I don't really edit it as well. So yeah. Anyway, what I'm going to be doing is I thought I would react to some Christmas. I was going to do confessions, but I couldn't find any. So stories. They're funny Christmas stories. And they were from 4 years ago on Reddit. Some people put in some because someone asked for some. And so I'm going to react to them. These are just some random people's on Reddit. So here we go. I'm not going to read who they're by just for privacy reasons in case they don't want to be exposed. But anyway, here we go. My sister and I stayed up really late Christmas Eve. We removed all of our youngest brother's presents from under the tree. We emptied his stockings. We stowed all the presents behind the couch. We put all of his stocking stuffers in a bag. He was like 8 years old, and we mischievously wrapped and put bows on boxes to him. We filled them with charcoal, baguettes, and Q-tips. On Christmas morning, he got to go first because he was the youngest. He tore into his first box, and then his face just dropped. He went out of turn and ripped open present number 2, also coal and Q-tips. He ran into the other room where the stockings were and dumped his out. It was a plastic bag filled with coal and Q-tips. He lost it. My parents had no idea what we'd done. I think my dad was ready to just beat us up for ruining Christmas. So my brother finally got it together and we showed him where we stashed all his toys and where we put his stocking contents. He was happy as hell after that. To this day, probably 25 years later, I still got called the Christmas Grinch by my whole family. Everyone conveniently forgets how conflict. Don't know what that word means. Anyway, my sister was in this. Those presents didn't wrap themselves and I stuck at wrapping. Oh, that's more like bad than funny. Oh my god. I could never do something like that because I would just feel so guilty. Like, I could never, like, do that and then feel good about it. Like, you know, like, I just, especially when it's, like, a kid that, like, if it's an older kid, like, maybe a teen or something, someone who can maybe take more of a joke, maybe, and didn't really care as much about presents. But, like, a kid like that, like, ruining a kid, I mean, I know they ended up giving the toys and stuff, but, like, what? I don't know, that's funny. Anyway, okay, here's the next one. And here's another one. So, we fast approaching Oh, so we are fast approaching the strong family tradition for Christmas Eve every year since having kids. The wife and I stay up too late, drink too much wine and eggnog, watch Christmas Vacation, and then stumble around ostensibly, all in the name of putting the presents under the tree. It tends to get a bit out of hand, and I look forward to it every year. Makes the coffee the next morning taste even better than his kids open the presents after Santa did his thing. Okay, so they're just saying what they did. Okay. Not really funny or anything, it's just kind of... Okay, here we go. Every year at holiday, my brother eats an amount that could feed a small army and then passes out upstairs, oh my god, down in my father's recliner like I'm not gonna draw flowers on his butt with a Sharpie like I've been doing since literally middle school, and I think that's pretty funny. We're in our third. That is kind of funny. Oh my god, he's outing himself. Or outing... brother, outing his brother. Okay, next one. A few years ago, I was on vacation in Vienna on Christmas Eve. The hotel had canceled the Christmas dinner in their restaurant. And we spent a good part of the day looking for restaurants and realized that none were open. So after a late night Christmas Eve mass, we had feast of boxed chocolate and other candies. Pretty good dinner to me. Girl dinner, if you call it. If you say anything. Girl dinner. Oh, that's funny. Okay. Okay, it wasn't funny at the time, but now it's hilarious and will forever be known as the Christmas surprise. Okay, this one's a long one. Here we go. So let me set the stage real quick. My family always goes to Christmas Eve Mass, then we come home and we exchange our secret Santa gifts between siblings. It's tradition at this point. There were a lot of us. My two sisters, my brother, my parents, my grandparents, my sisters, fiance. So we were in multiple cars. Mass had ended and I left with my oldest sister and her fiance to go back home. The others were several minutes behind us. Another important thing, we had two small dogs, a Chihuahua Terrier mix, and we put in small cages when we leave the house. So my sister and her fiance and I got back home, and as soon as we walked in the door, we were just bombarded with the smell of hot, poo, whatever, diarrhea. TMI. It's a little TMI here. Anyway, it was so pungent that my eyes were watering. Ew. This is gross, not funny. Definitely in my top 10 worst things I've ever smelled. I have no idea how long that poo, diarrhea, whatever, was just sitting in there, but it was long enough that the entire house smelled bad. It felt like we were choking on it and could practically taste. Ew, this is disgusting. So my sister and her fiance and I are just yelling and freaking out at the smell. The house alarm is going off. The dogs are barking, so let out of their cages like they always do when they know we've just gotten home. So I go over to their cages, and obviously the smell is getting so much worse the closer I get to the source. I let the Chihuahua Terrier mix out of his cage first because he was completely clean. The Chihuahua, on the other hand, well, he didn't just poo in his cage. He had a full-blown accident. Let's just go with that. His doggy bed was soaked with, the accident, and it exploded onto the walls, and this small white Chihuahua had practically rolled in it. Oh my god. This is more like a nightmare than a funny story. He's soaked wet, and all his fur is stained brown. So he's sitting there barking at me and wagging like crazy, flinging everything everywhere because he wants to be let out of his cage. And I'm just sitting there in my dress and heels, trying not to throw up and trying to figure out how I can let him out of his cage without letting him drag all this stuff everywhere. My sister finally goes to the back door, starts yelling, "Potty! Gotta go potty!" since that's our dog's cue to go outside. Luckily, the little something went straight out the door, so he didn't drag the stuff all over the place. There were just a few drops in a straight trail to the back door, so it could have been much worse. But the cage, the floor, and the wall are just a mess. If you've ever seen the scene from Bad Grandpa where he... Okay, we're gonna skip that part. I'm staring at the accept that this wasn't a prank. It was actually blah 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 blah. And I'm the one who has to clean it all up. I'm the one who loves animals so much that I went to work at a vet. So naturally I get stuck with all the gross pet jobs as practice. Also because I'm the only one besides my mom who doesn't freak out and vomit when up close to a person with the stuff. Or other nasty stuff. Blah blah blah. Anyway, the first thing I did was toss it blah blah blah. So okay, blah blah blah. So, okay, the rest is just him cleaning it up. But in Heinz, blah blah blah. Now, at this point, I've been cleaning up blah blah blah. By the time just finishing cleaning, blah blah blah. Okay. Basically, that's the story. That's a lot. Okay, that one was a little geographic. I don't even know. We'll keep that one in here. I might cut it out, but I don't know. Okay, we're gonna react to another one. Okay, don't know if this will be funny to anyone else, but I'm just still laughing now remembering the mess of the first Christmas I can really remember. I loved reading from a very early age, and my family loved that and were happy to spread it around. So Christmas, when I'm 4 years old, start opening my presents and I start finding books. I love it at first. I got books from my parents, my grandparents, my aunts, my uncles. Everyone knew I loved books. The present opening continues, and my cousins are getting toy after toy. I'm getting more books. I'm starting to get a little down about this point. And I've learned later the family started getting worried and comparing notes and realizing that not a single person got me a toy. Yay, I loved books, but I was a 4-year-old. I liked to play too. And eventually my aunts and my uncles started making my cousins give me some of their toys to play with. And said Santa made a mistake, which just pissed me off. Everyone around my age, and none of us believed it. So I went outside in the front yard to play and pout, away from all the toys and books. After a little bit, the next door neighbor walks up saying, "Merry Christmas," and has a bunch of presents for us kids. Hands me one, I tear it open, so excited to finally get a toy, and it's another book. My little brain broke about then, and I just remember sitting straight down in a puddle and crying. Neighbor was distraught about what he'd done wrong, and my mom had to explain it to him. The last thing is the part that mostly cracks me up. Me and everyone else up. That poor neighbor didn't know he was my last hope. From a toy of my own that day and my little preschool misery ended up taking him out as well. We all have kind of sick sense of humor. Okay, whatever. In the end, I learned early on that too much of a good thing is a bad, and my family learned to compare notes a bit better on what they were getting each other for Christmas. So basically, it's just saying that they got a book, got a lot of books, and they didn't actually want that many books, but people thought they really liked the books, even though they did, but they wanted toys as well, and they were 4. Okay, we're going to read like 1 or 2 more, and then I think I'll stop. This is fun. Oh my god, it's already been 17, oh no, it's only 12 minutes. Okay, we'll read, oh, these are all really long. Okay, we're skipping a few and just going and picking a random one. Oh, there's only a few more. Okay, we'll just do this one. Okay. I have a similar story to Cups. My cousin lived with my family at the time, as he did for 12 years. Well, the year was 2011 or 2012, and my cousin had been pretty bad all year. He was just ridiculous to deal with that whole year. He tried to burn down our house, and in the process destroyed everything my brother had, from toys to clothes and Xbox 360. Well, at this time, my family had a yearly tradition of doing Secret Santa within the family. My parents would take us out, 1-on-1 or 2 at a time, so we could get each other gifts. Well, something came up and they were unable to do it. It was mostly us making stuff for one another or doing a kind gesture. My brother drew our cousin and still upset that everything he had was destroyed. He went out into our yard and one night to collect coal. I grew up in Appalachia. Don't know if I said that right. And either an old coal store was where the house now stands, or when Habit for Humanity was digging up the dirt, brought some coal up to the surface, he found enough coal to fill a gallon storage bag. He also wrapped it without anyone finding out. Come Christmas, my cousin tears into it and is shocked to find coal. It was hilarious, and I had the fact that I was laughing so hard I was crying. My brother very much ruined Christmas, and we didn't do Secret Santa after that. It still makes me laugh because that's what my cousin deserved this year. Okay, that's actually a pretty good one. I like that. I'm gonna end this here, guys. Picking you guys up so it's more of like a vlog style. I'm gonna end this here. I think I'm gonna cut out the one that was about the dog, just because it's a little gross. Actually, you know what? I'll keep it in. If you guys don't, I'll give you guys a warning that story is a little gross in case you guys want to skip. But I am gonna keep it in. So, comment down below. I want to know your guys' craziest, funniest, wildest, traumatizing, whatever, Christmas stories in the chat. I don't really have any that I can remember, except for there's one kind of, it's not really my story, but it's a story. And I'm not very good at details, so I'm really cares. It was last year on Christmas, or not Christmas Day specifically, but it was like around Christmas when we were having like a Christmas celebration, Christmas dinner with my grandma's side of the family at her house, my mom's mom, so that grandma. And my mom's cousin's son got locked in the bathroom, and we had to break the door, I guess, kind of. Not fully break the door, but yeah. And he ended up getting out. We didn't have to like call a firefighter or anything. It wasn't that serious, but yeah, I just remember hearing him yelling, and then yeah. So that's kind of the only thing I can remember right now that was like a story time for Christmas, around Christmas time. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have any other stories. Comment down below your guys'. I want to hear them. And yeah, I love you guys, and I will see you guys on Sunday, because tomorrow I'm not going to vlog because I have to get up early the next day. I don't really want to vlog. Second, on Saturday I work, so yeah, no vlog that day. But Sunday I'll see you again. See you guys on Sunday. Bye.